Oh, hi, Miss Pam. Oh my god, I miss you so much I could cry. I'm down here. I don't know if you can see me, but she does. Okay. Alright, let's see what the cards have to say. If your spirit guides have a message for you and why you cannot get that message. I hate it that we cannot read for ourselves. I think that is utterly ridiculous. Everybody else is right, but I'm wrong with my readings for myself. Alright. It is really hot in here. Alright, your first card is your basis of the matter, so everything that is going on, your questions, anything that you have, and that is the Four of Wands, and we do have the bird, so that would represent a spiral. We have the spiral down here, and we have the bird up there, and we have the pyramid, and we have the dancer, so that would indicate a message from your spirit guides, and that pretty much shows me basically freedom. Some kind of freedom. Wow, I'm very warm. Sorry for my little sushi roll. So that would definitely represent your guides, spirit guides, trying to get your attention at something. Do they come in the form of birds? Because that's really what I feel, is that they come in the form of birds. So basically, I think what this is telling me is that you need to be more in harmony with nature, more in harmony with yourself, your inner self, and if that's what you're trying to do, kind of balancing everything. It hints at the Four of Wands is the pure energy. So that would actually be, literally, you're about to take off. So it would actually also represent the halo up here, would be ascension. So you are basically, in a way, you are kind of ascending to a higher spiritual level. So you are basically, yes, you are taking off like a bird in your spiritual journeys, and with your tarot readings, with everything. And that does show me that your tarot readings, where you started, and then it shows how far you have spanned out and grown within reading cards, and I want you to read my cards. And I'll pay you very well. Alright, your next card is any kind of energy that is for or against, working for or against you, with your pretty much your spiraling up, the upward spiral of ascension, more spiritual, more accurate readings, communication from your guides directly instead of from the cards. Okay, I just picked up like 50 cards at once. Alright, we have the King of Swords. Okay, we have another bird. So the swords are mental, all about mental energy. So with him, I really think he's working for you. So it's a matter of your mind. So you have to take like the rational mind, and you have to take the left side of the brain, the right side of the brain, the rational part and the creative part. And that actually is helping you. So you actually, well, it could be working for or against you. I kind of think this is neutral, but the bird, it does look at us dead on with those beady little eyes. And that little beak looks like it's gonna peck you like to death. But no, I really think this is working for you. So this is a very positive card, a very positive energy that is working for you. Again, the kings, queens, pages, knights, prince, princesses are messenger cards. So that's literally a messenger, so it's your guide. I don't know if your guide's a male. If you have many, I know you have many different guides, but this is a male guide. So this is kind of telling you, I think it's an ancestor too. I don't know if it's an ancestor or grandpa. Basically, you need to kind of work on the right, left sides of the brain. You need to balance them out, those hemispheres, so you can actually receive this channeled information, because you are actually a medium. You are a great channeler, and it's just like the information doesn't want to come. I feel like it comes down to you in like bursts so fast that you can't, even really decipher which is your own thought and which is the thoughts, or which is the voice of your spirit guides. So that is actually working for you. So that would be a male spirit guide with the bird telling you to kind of just balance the brain, the hemispheres, the lobes, and work on really trying to receive that information from a higher spiritual entity, God, goddess, spirit, source, whatever you want to call it. So that's actually really, really good. I like that, especially with the sword being able to cut through the energy of the Four of Wands. So that is going to give you, it's working for you, so it's going to give you insight, like your brain's going to open up more. So that's pretty amazing. The channeling, especially since the sword is pointing upwards, so you're going to be able to channel from above to below. So that's the whole phrase, as above, so below. So you're going to be able to channel that information, and I think it's going to come sooner than later. So that's actually really, really, really good. So focus on that. Definitely focus on that. Quiet your mind, and remember this: spirit speaks first. Ourselves, our egos, speaks second. So I feel blurry, and I don't know why. Oh. What in the hell? Well, that looks awful. What is going on? Oh, there we go. Oh, perfect. Alright. So yes, definitely use that energy. That is what is really working with you. So that guide, I don't know why I keep feeling like an ancestor or a male spirit guide. Definitely. Or animal guide. You never know. Animal guides. I know you love animals. So that definitely could be, especially for you, a spirit guide, an animal guide. Alright, now this is the card. This is your third card, and this represents something that has become part of your experience already, with your guides and how they have given you messages. And that's the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is literally, so we have her third eye right here. It's the light that comes down from above, which is from the sword. It comes down from above, and it's channeled. So she's literally taking the time to decipher the 8 different pentacles and what they would represent. So that would be you. Your third eye is open. So I do know that you probably sense the spirits. Do you see them at all? Maybe out of the corner of your eyes. I know you're very, very spiritually aware, so you actually know what's going on. This is, spiritual senses is what this is telling me. Smells. That is what is the best with you. Smells, and maybe even hearing the spirit guides. So, and material, they have brought you, guided you to material things, material wealth. They've guided you on your work, career, jobs. I can't smell anything, but I just got a really, really big whiff of, I don't know, your hair. So this would actually be you. So this is you. You need to focus on this. You need to focus on building that and really increasing that psychic ability, opening all your senses. So literally, they're almost all, I don't know what that smell is, but it smells amazing. It smells like your hair. So that Eight of Pentacles, definitely work on that. And the rows in between all of the 8 pentacles represent divine love and physical love too. So that's literally, you are receiving, and you have been receiving, divine information, messages from the guides, messages from probably some pretty negative entities in the past. I'm not 100% sure, but I do feel that, and I feel a lot has been going on. Have you tried crystals? A crystal ball, like gazing with a mirror, a scrying mirror, a bowl of water in a dark room with one candle like lit, trying to see what you can come up with, see with your third eye. But that is extremely important. That is extremely important. Alright, so your next card is the Ten of Wands, and this is something that is now passing out of your life. And the Ten of Wands is pretty gruesome. So that would represent basically a lot of negative energy. Turmoil, literally turmoil, breakups, relationship problems, money problems, every kind of problem that you can possibly imagine. Health problems, big time with health problems. Mercury up there is burning so bright, so it's literally splintering and burning everything around. So this represents you basically health, big time health, going away. So did your guides tell you about your health issues and then you got ahead of it? And then you got the doctors and they snapped it or snagged it before it could progress into something bigger. That is what these two cards are showing me. So that, something of the past and no more. That's a good. Okay, I'm remembering at JCPenney. That makes sense. If I'm thinking what I'm thinking, then that makes a lot of sense. So that's going away. I don't think you have any health problems to worry about. The energy levels, I don't know if the energy levels in your body are up and down, or they were. So that's all going away, all passing away. So you don't have to worry about any of this. So lack of anything, that's gone. Alright, now this card, the Five of Wands, represents something that may happen in the near future, depending on your actions. So if you are, if you're going to sit down and just kind of meditate 5 minutes a day, try to clear your mind and ask your guides for your message. I need to move these. This kind of gives me more of a ritualistic look because of the circle of stones around the two people. So I don't know if this is like a mock battle, a mock fight going on, or it can represent energy being raised to kind of, how do I want to say it? Energy being raised to kind of help you in that right direction. So it's almost as if you have an invisible helper. It's a male figure again, a male spirit guide that is actually helping you to kind of battle your own energy, to kind of tame it. It seems like your guides want you to kind of tame your energy down a little bit. Fieriness, the fiery impulsiveness, which I love. So don't tone it down too much, because I love that. But that is pretty good. That's actually really good. So as long as all of that energy stays within that circle and it doesn't spill out and go crazy, then I think you can actually, from the Eight of Pentacles, hone in and harness that mental channeling even that much more. So that is actually really, really, really good for you. Yeah, it looks like your guides are actually trying to bring down some walls that you have, because you are walled in a way. Not so much as you were, but you are kind of, you have like a shield to where they can't directly download that information into your brain, and then you want to transcribe it as fast as you can, but it's so quick that it just dissipates, it goes away. And that's what I hate, because I get a message and then I can't get to something like a pen or a pencil, and I can type it faster. So that's what that would mean. Lots of energy going on. So you have a lot of spirits around you. You have a lot of guides around you. A lot more than you think. You are very good with energy work, a manipulation of the energy to manifest your desires. The cards, you're amazing. And that also represents channeling as well. You're really good. You're very psychic. You are very, very psychic. And this all shows the work. That pretty much shows me right there, the Ten of Wands, the hard work that you've put into actually trying to do the cards, to read them for people, and how accurate you have become. So that's really, really good. Alright, now, this is something that will definitely happen in the future, depending on your actions, and that's the Ace of Swords. You have a lot of wands and swords, energy, lots of energy. So, and I'm feeling it too, I'm feeling a lot of energy. Gotta move these again. So, okay, the aces, as you know, are pure elemental energy before they are given form. So this right here would be the beginning of your mind expanding. You can literally see it has already been given form. So this is something that has come from a formation of your past. So whatever you have tried to manifest, such as trying to channel more, trying to channel better, trying to retain the information so that you can write it out or type it out and channel for other people. I don't know if you plan on going professionally. I already kind of feel like that you're very professional in what you do. You've always been professional for as long as I've known you. I mean, just with our work, regular work, not anything spiritual, but I mean, I think that I don't know if you're planning on going like public and start reading for people, but if you do, I definitely would take the King of Wands advice and the Eight of Pentacles and definitely hone in on your brain and balance the right and left hemisphere and get them to work together instead of opposite. So there's the rational side and then there's the creative and, you know, the magical side. And that's that side. So that's two sides, double-edged sword. So that's actually really good. So it does represent something that has been down here, the Eight of Pentacles, something that has become a part of your experience, a formation all the way up into the Ace of Swords. So that would be the formation of your mind expanding and receiving more information, a ton more information than you had before. So if you think right now you're getting really good messages, and I really think you're getting really good messages from the cards, I think here soon, the more you practice, the more you hone in on that and channel that energy, you are going to be completely open. I mean open. So with the good though, there's a bit of darkness. So of course, as you know, as a medium, you're gonna get a negative type of spirit. You're gonna get negative things. You're gonna see things that you don't want to see. So that's where you come in and you can say, hey, alright, no, I don't want to see that type of apparition. I don't want to see that type of entity. I don't want to know that information. So then you can cut that off. You don't have to deal with that. So that's really, really good. That is the beginning of, I mean, a totally different, life changer. Big time life changer. I love the Ace of Swords. It really is amazing. Is Saint Michael one of your guides? I'm not 100% sure, but I kind of see Saint Michael in the Ace of Swords just because of the sword and because of all the fieriness and how, you know, how he works. So I'm not sure if that's one of your guides, but be ready for your mind, literally, to expand. You are literally growing and expanding spiritually so much and so rapidly that it kind of feels like it's confusing you and it's kind of making you kind of irritated, and it would definitely make me irritated too. But definitely watch for that to open, all that energy to just open. The third eye, the crown chakra, which is the best right here, since he is taking that energy and pulling it down, channeling that information. This is containing the information, all of that information, and being able to readily give that information to whoever you're working for, reading for, whatever you're doing. And I do think that you're going to be able to read for yourself. Not with cards, but I think you're going to be able to read for yourself just by asking your guides. So that would also tell me, sit down. Alright, so if you have a question or if you're stuck on something and you need help, get a journal, blank journal for spirit guide messages only. Sit down, quiet your mind for 5 minutes, and then ask your question. I need insight into this situation. Now, what comes to your mind first, write that down. That is spirit speaking first. Spirit and your spirit guides. Anything that comes second after that, like the ego will say, well, maybe I'm wrong. The spirit guides will never tell you that. Spirit guides will never tell you what to do either. They will suggest positive things, positive pushes, and positive affirmations, so you don't ever have to worry about. You already know your guides aren't going to fool you or try to, give you dishonest information. So, but I do feel like that you have gotten a lot of dishonest information, deceptful. How do I say that? Deception, bad, not good information. Like just kind of just bits and pieces of just crap. But I mean, it has just exploded for you, and you're powerful. I've always known that, but this just reaffirms everything. The baking comes up here too, and not even in the reading, but the baking does come up with the Eight of Pentacles, because that is the home person, the person that likes to bake, the person that likes to the baking, being at home, with your daughter, and just all of that. That's good. Is she psychic too? That could be her. That could be her being psychic as well. So that could represent the both of you. Definitely pay attention to the Ace of Swords, though. Definitely. And synchronicities. If you have a weird synchronicity, that is telling you, okay, you are in the right spot at the very right time. So just make sure you just write those down. They're very good. Right now, your 7th card represents your fears. So this is the fears that are surrounded by yourself, and that's the Star card. And this actually represents spirituality, guidance from above. So it just shows me that you're that's a fear of mine too, not being able to read anymore, not being able to, receive the information that I do, not being able to channel. So that would represent not being able to channel for anybody, reading for anybody. So I kind of feel like that you're scared of losing that ability. So don't focus on that, though. That is a major fear, and I do feel like that's the Star card, so it's a major card, the major arcana. Just be careful not to feed that fear, but know that you can turn that fear around and work for you, and you can make it so you can actually channel that information, read for yourself as well, not through cards, because I can't either after 20 years. Yeah, can't do it. But yeah, definitely this is the balance that you're wanting. So that is going to come from your spirit guides, and I think it's incredibly, and that's amazing. So watch out for the synchronicities. You do have guidance, a lot of guidance going on, which is represented by the 6-pointed star. So I don't know if you have 6 spirit guides. Is that a possibility? Something along that line? But also, again, this represents the 3rd eye and the crown chakra opening up to receive that information, and it's going to start flowing like a waterfall. That sounded really bad, but it's true. I love you, Pam. I love you to death. Okay, and this is your family's. The family opinions is the Queen of Swords. So, this is what your friends and family think about your entire, your situation. Honestly, the Queen of Swords is a messenger, again, so she would represent to me, telling me, okay, are you married yet? At all? No? I don't know why, but that keeps coming up, popping up in my head. Marriage. I don't know why. But I don't know if your family wants you to get married or not. I don't know if you're still with that same guy. But I don't know. The Lovers in the background, that just, I don't know, that throws me off a little bit. So that does represent, though, basically that people see you as being very loyal. You're very hardworking. Your brain never stops. You're always planning something. You are very, analytical, very strategical. Everything has got to be in order, in your order, or it's just not going to work out. That's just that. I mean, that's me too. That's everybody. But I mean, they see you as a leader. They look for you to guide them, for guidance. For that. They want to pick your brain, it seems like, and just see what's in there, and just, I don't know. Do you have random people that just come up to you and start talking to you? It's like you have this natural, attraction, just a natural, loving but stern attraction. So you have a glow about you. So that's what I love about you. Alright, now 9, it represents your own hopes and ideals in the matter. Alright, and that's the 4 of Cups. So the 4 of Cups, he looks starved. He looks like very hungry. I think he needs to eat. You need to feed him some some cheesecake, and then we'll cry. Okay, so the Four of Cups would show me that basically your hopes and ideals in the matter is you're hoping not to overlook anything. You're hoping that, you know, the Four Cups represents spirituality, emotions. The lotuses are to us what the rose is to, never mind. I'm not even going to go say that because I can't say it. I'll screw it all up and I'll butcher it. So you're just afraid of losing out on adventure. You're afraid of pretty much losing out on life. Or you hope not to. And your hopes are, you know, to travel, you know, to see the beauty in life, to receive that knowledge, to open up and blossom in your spirituality and your faith and your readings. Any type of, you know, water is a medium, so you being a medium, I really do feel like that is your, you know, your calling, as you are a medium. So expect a lot to come. Expect a lot to come from this. So that's actually really, really good hopes. Really good hopes. Your hopes are high, so keep them there. But don't keep them too high because you don't want to be disappointed. And I don't want to see you get disappointed either. Because I think with the knife that you would, and that's true. I love that. Alright, now this is your final outcome, and this is the Seven of Pentacles. I know, it looks pretty grim. It looks pretty grim, I know. Alright, so the final outcome, depending on your actions, remember none of this is set in stone, you already know that though, so. Alright, with the Seven of Pentacles, it represents, to me, it shows me, if you do ignore what your guides are trying to, you know, tell you to do, to open up your mind more, to really dig deep and take that time to set aside every day. I know I don't know if you're working, I don't know what's going on. I do feel like you are working, but with the Seven of Pentacles, basically you're going to be picking up a lot of, if you don't follow your guides' messages, you're going to be picking up the broken pieces of maybe lost money, lost treasure, not treasure, but more like lost hope. So that's kind of what that represents, but I don't feel that for you. I feel like you will overcome that with with all the wands, all the energy that's going on for you, and the Star card. So I do feel like you're going to heed your guides' message, and so that's not going to happen. I don't feel like that's going to happen. If it does, it's going to be petty stuff. Like you're going to have to backtrack and kind of just pretty much backtrack and just try to pick up the pieces from the 4 or the 10 of Wands when everything was completely destroyed. But I do not feel like, I think you're a lot stronger than that, so that's definitely not going to happen. So I would actually say that you are actually on your way to even more spirituality. So your practices is going to expand even more, like the Ace of Swords. So I wouldn't focus on the outcome card too much. I would focus on the Ace and the 8 of Pentacles. I would focus on that, and especially the Star card, to have everything become open, for your mind to become more open, your mental acuity, your ability to decipher between your thoughts, spirit guides, and just that stupid white noise that we hear, background brain noise. I don't know if that's even a term. Brain noise. Instead of white noise, it's brain noise. So yeah, I don't feel like that's going to happen. I don't feel like you're going to have to go through any kind of dark night of the soul. I feel like that has already happened, and you've literally come out of fire. So just be careful. Don't force it, but just remember, don't let this happen. Don't let anybody break you down. Don't let anybody try to tell you that you're wrong for doing what you're doing. Don't let anybody try to tell you, hey, you're, this is, evil, la da 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 da, all that good stuff. So that's kind of what that is. It's very gloomy. And there's more birds. There's a lot more birds over here, so I'm picking up on more birds for you again. So are you seeing birds at all? Are you seeing them at any type, the bird is always very good, especially crows. Crows are my guides. So the crows are up there. So do you have the crows too? I kind of feel like you might. So just be careful. Just know that your mind is going to expand. You're going to be growing more and more so as a person, spiritually as well. Don't let any of, the negative, the past, don't let that, interfere with your amazing effing future. Sorry. I try not to swear too much anymore. So, but yeah, don't let that interfere and don't let that happen. And I know you won't. So, Miss Pam, I hope this helps you. I love you with all of my heart. Damn ring. Hurts. This shit hurts. So, let me put this up real quick. Hi, my Miss Pam. Oh my god, I miss you so much. I miss you and I want to hug you so much. It's terrible. I need that lemon cake or whatever you made. Ooh, that sounds good. Now I'm chilled. But, alright, I hope this helps. If not, we'll redo it all over. So, I love you very, 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 very much. And I'm so hungry for your baking. So, I'm gonna cry. Yeah. So, I love you, though, so much. Ooh. All the way from Venus. Wow. Dizzy, don't do that. All the way back down. That's terrible. So, I love you, and I will see you. I will talk to you soon. I will talk to you here right after I click stop. So, Miss Pam, I love you very much, and I will see you soon.